What's happening, guys? Welcome to the spare room. Got the American flag, my old TV, which is still a good TV, old ass TV stand, and there's nothing much else in here. Actually, to the right of this video right here is the old couch I used to use in the old videos, and a little footstool. But yeah, other than that, I got nothing in this room so far. Make this into a nice little office at some point, but yeah, I'm not doing much with this room right now. But yeah, man, this topic I want to talk to you guys about the people in today's generation that is gone, bruh. Like, I said it before in videos. If people continue, like most people, if they continue to move the way they continue to move, and they continue to live how they live right now, they're never going to live at all. It's about doing things that scare you in life. It's about doing things that you might feel a bit of fear. You might feel a little bit uncomfortable. Girls won't text you back because they don't feel perfectly comfortable about it. Guys don't reach out to women because they don't feel completely comfortable about it. You have to do things that makes you feel uncomfortable. You have to get yourself in an ice bath. You have to throw yourself in the fire. Not literally a fire. Don't go do that. But you understand what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about, bro. People, I just literally woke up from a nap too, but people will not do anything today that makes them feel uncomfortable, and it's making the world a horrible place. I genuinely believe that's what it is. Laziness. Not putting yourself through a little bit of pain. Not putting yourself through workouts you probably should put yourself through. Just things of that nature. And doing the most outrageous type stuff. Bro, if people don't start to live, they're never going to live at all. And it's people like us. We live rent-free in their heads every single day. They're literally watching our lives all the time, living rent-free in their heads. They want to be our friends, but they can't hang out. They want to be in a relationship with us, but they're too insecure to do it. You guys get what I'm saying? This is what's going on. It's crazy. And if people don't start to live, they'll never live at all. Like, I don't understand, bro. I was never in that amount of frozen like glass fear. It just don't even make sense. You have one life. People need to get a little bit shocked, I think, bro. People need to come close to death or something. I'm glad certain things has happened to me the way it's happened in the past, because it has helped me tremendously push forward in life. And even before then, I was kind of a savage. So it's like, regardless, I really believe I become who I'm going to become at the end of the day, regardless of what's even happened to me. I really believe that. It don't even matter. I would have been me regardless. I believe that. People today, bro, is gone. They're gone. They can't conversate. They can't come together and create great ideas and do great things and create great relationships, great trust, great vibes. People can't do that. They all like the ideas and the fantasy of doing those certain things without doing those things. The girls like to sit back and ponder, and what would be like to date this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Guys sit back and think, what would it be like to hit up this girl, this girl, this girl? What would happen? This and that, that and this. You just have to do it. You have to wait not for the perfect moment, but you have to wait for the right moment and shoot your shot. It's not that you just go to desperation, just pick up your phone right away and start messaging a whole bunch of people. You got to be calculated to an extent, but it's like people are frozen for far too long without making a decision. There comes a point where you have to move. There comes a point, ladies, where you might feel nervous to hang out with a new guy. You have to do it. Like, well, what is it going to come to? I've talked to these types of girls before, bro. It's like, you got like a 3-month talking stage going on. It's like, She asked you to hang out first, but you're like, yeah, of course. And like, I would have asked first, but it's like, I kind of knew from intuition wise, and this was a long time ago, but I'm just using this as an example. She was not ready for it, bro. She was not ready for the smoke. So I didn't even bother. I just kept it going a little bit longer until suddenly he said, yeah, we used to go to the beach together and all this stuff. Perfect. That's what I was waiting for. Because I would have asked first, but I didn't want to come on too quick, too fast, too hard to push you away. So of course, let's do it. And like I said, this was a long time ago. This was in 2021. Summer 2021. But it's things of that nature, bro. People are just frozen in fear. They don't want to make a move. They're scared of what's going to happen here. Scared of what's going to happen there. Scared what the girl's going to react like whenever you reach out. You got to reach out. I've done things like that many, many times. Many times. And will continue to do so if the occasion calls for it. It's no big deal. An ice bath is scarier than all that kind of stuff. Bro, forget about that kind of stuff. You can't even get your own homeboys. You can't even get your own boys to hang it with you today because you're on such a different wavelength. They don't want to come together to work together on anything. Because deep down, they have not worked as hard as you've worked to build your confidence to where it's at to even do anything. Because they don't have it. And they know that internally, so they don't even bother. They continue to avoid you. They continue to just be indulged in distractions, not living everyday life, putting themselves through the fire, putting themselves through uncomfortable situations. Living. That's what living is. And this is the point of this video. This is what we have to do, bro. We have to keep living. Or else no one is ever going to live at all. Look around you, bro. People out there is gone. Like, people's like alive and breathing, but it's like they're dead. They're dead people walking, bro. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to do anything worthwhile. It's like, yeah, let's drink. I'll drink water. That's what I'll drink. All the time. Things that's good for you. They just want to poison themselves. Become less confident. Not work as hard. Not do things they're supposed to be doing. And you wonder why you're not where you want to be in life. If we gotta do this shit alone, bro, we're gonna do this shit alone all the way through. Because who else wants to do it? There's a whole bunch of us scattered all over the world, but it's like, it's so hard, bro, to create this brotherhood, because deep down, people don't want to do it. Look around you, like I said. People's alive, but they're not at the same time. They're breathing, but it's like they're just dead people alive. Their dreams are crushed. Their passion is crushed. They're filled with too much fear. They don't want to do this, they don't want to do that. And bro, like, fear is a normal thing. Everyone can feel fear. There's a small little bit of fear you feel before hitting an ice bath because it's a little bit uncomfortable. So I hype myself up. I start like pacing around. And I'm looking at the tub and I don't even think twice, and I just put my leg up and I get right in and just sit right down. I don't care. That's the hardest part. And it's not even hard. When you put your mind in the clouds, bro, and all of a sudden you just get in, it's done. So feeling fear is normal. It's about being smart enough and tough enough mentally to overcome. If you're a woman and your dream crush, your dream guy reaches out, you have to be almost smart enough to take the offer. What's right in front of you, because it might not be there the next time. It might not be there again. He might find someone else and you missed it, and you'll be like, shit, I would have done it now, but then I didn't want to because fear. Yeah, that's a crusher, bro. That is a life crusher. So this is what people have to get better at overall in life. And if you feel an extreme amounts of fear when it comes to certain things, you gotta take action in life, because it's not just gonna get better in a flick or even with time. It's gonna get better with you taking action. It's gonna get better with you getting better. It's gonna get better with you getting your ass in the gym, building confidence and self-esteem, etc., etc. That's what it's gonna do. Even before I got hardcore into the gym or anything, I naturally had a good amount of confidence. But going through situations I went through, like I was picking up hella ladies, bro. Like the top ones. And going through a situation I went through, it upset me so much. I could do nothing else but just work my ass off, bro, to stay afloat. It's what I had to do. And it's like every little situation I've been through in life, God always led me in the right direction. The X, Y, and Z has happened to you. Okay, we have to go this way now. We got to start doing this. And it all happens for you, bruh. Everything happens for you, but far too many people, they're not following that destiny. They have this roadblock in their life, and they just can't get past the roadblock. You got to find a way around it, and there is a way around it. There's a million ways around it. You can kick that bitch right down, bro. You can go around it. You can hop over top of it. People don't want to do that because it's like, oh my God, it's a roadblock. I should probably stop because there's a sign here. There ain't no stopping the storm, G. There ain't no stopping the storm. We have to go through the roadblock, one way or the other. That's what you have to figure out. You can feel the fear. You can, it's not gonna be a lot of fear, but like you can feel tiny amounts of doubt, fear, whatever it might be. You have to be able to overcome the thoughts that enter your mind, like, oh my God, this guy reached out to me. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? Talk to my girls about it. What should I say? He said this. What should I? And it's just not that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that deep. And this is what kills people the most in life. People's alive, but are they really living to the fullest? No, they're not. And that's a big goal of mine. I have many goals, but a big goal of mine is maximizing my life when it comes to just things I do, accomplishing, achieving, breaking through, becoming the man I'm supposed to be, friendships, relationships, maximizing every area of life with the best people in the best scenarios, doing the best thing, like it just maxing out in life. That's what life is about, bro. It's about maxing out. There's a way. There's always a way. You can find a way. You can find a way to make your life significantly better than it currently is. That's what it's about. It's not about staying stuck at this sign right in front of you that says roadblock. You have to break through it. And I've lived many years of my life working my ass off, all while feeling frustrated, all while feeling just like frustration, a bit of anger, a bit of like doubt. How's this gonna happen? How's that gonna happen? What am I gonna do here? And you have to be obsessed with it, bro. You gotta be obsessed with wanting to just proceed and do better. Because if you don't have a sense of urgency on your life, you're not gonna budge. You're not gonna get through life so comfortably going through all these roadblocks. It's not gonna happen. There has to be a sense of urgency on your life to an extent. Don't take a heart attack on us, but like, there has to be a sense of urgency. If you're not where you want to be, you have to be thinking about how you're going to do something better every single day, every single second of every single day. It has to be on your mind, and you're almost forcing life to change. Far too many people are not doing this, and that's why far too many people are not changing their circumstances in life, because you're not obsessed about it enough, and you like where you're at just enough, which is not good. You don't want to feel that way. You don't want to feel like, I was given enough and I like where I'm at and I'm comfortable and this and that and this. You can't have that mindset. You have to do something to keep the fire alive. You gotta do something to just put yourself over that next roadblock and the next and the next and the next. You gotta find a way. You gotta be intelligent enough. You gotta be smart enough. You gotta be witty enough. You got to want it enough, and you will make it happen. But far too many people, like I said, will not make it happen because they just simply don't want to. Too many people's on the Matrix program. You go to school till grade 12. You go to college or university and you party and stuff. You get your summer, you vacation in the summer and have all the fun in the world, drinks all around, and you go back to school and it's a shitty year and you can't wait to the weekends, and it's all this BS, bro, all to just be in debt, all to get a stupid ass job. That's the most Matrix program shit I've ever heard in my life. I would much rather take the road less traveled. Do it your way. Like I've done it my way, you do it your way. We all do it our own way. No one's moved the exact same who was taking the road less traveled. It's going to be different. It's going to be unique. And there's you. Living a life that no one else lived. You're living an experience right now that not one other single human being on earth has ever lived. Think about that. No matter what you've done, no matter what you're doing, you're living a much different existence than anyone else on earth has ever lived. And also some truth to that is some people have lived very similar lives and experiences, and some people have lived much different experiences and much different lives completely and utterly. And I feel like I'm on that life path where it's like I lived a very different life. My life is very unique. How my life was since birth till now, the paths I'm taking, the things I've done, the experiences I've had, very different. And a lot of people are experiencing this, like, not the same things, because it's always going to be a little different, like little differences, but the Matrix path, bro, it's like the blueprint to just not the best life. You got to go to bed every single night at a certain time. You got to get up at a certain time. You got to see the same people at a certain time, and it's like that kind of shit, bro. It will get to you over time. I can't stand that type of stuff, bro. I started to hate school. I started to hate everyone in school, and it's like there's something better than that, man. Like there's just something much better than that. And there 100% is. You just have to have the eagerness and the willingness to find what that is, and you have to go to the fire, because it's not going to be easy. You're not going to be so comfortable and it's going to be handed or given to you. It's not going to be that way. You're going to have to fight, but the fight is worth it. It's worth it to fight in life for the things you want. Ladies, it is worth it to feel a little bit of fear or anxiety or get swept off your feet by some guy, and it's like your dream guy, and you reached out and you're scared, but it's like the worst thing to do is to not acknowledge what's right in front of you, and to probably acknowledge it to an extent. Even if you feel scared, it could completely change your life. Vice versa. I've had things in my mind before in the past where I got these little feelings. It's like, you know what? I should reach out to her. And I did. It felt right, so I did it. And you're always going to feel better regardless of the situation, regardless of what happens. You're always going to feel better for doing it and knowing the answer than not doing it at all. You want an answer, bro. You want to know. And whatever happens, you move on, or you move in. You move into the situation. Whatever happens. You don't want to go through life and look back and be like, man, I should have did this. I should have done that. I should have reached out to her, bro. I should have. Why didn't I do that? I had the opportunity. It was right there, and I just didn't do it. Or, man, I shouldn't have took this path. What was I thinking? I should have done this. Why did I do that? Like, that's not how you want to live your life. You want to maximize your life, and that's what we're talking about. It's not about just being the most famous, just craziest person on earth with billions of dollars. It's not about that. It's just about maximizing life in general. Doing the things you're supposed to be doing with the people you're supposed to be doing it with. That's what it's about. The single reason money is important because it's going to give you freedom. That's the single reason why it's important. Nobody can be broke. Nobody can just not make money. You have to make money. But you have to find a way to do it in the way you want to do it. Not with the Matrix. There's a million ways to make money, bro. There's a million ways. There's ways right now I could be making money that I'm not even making money with. That's how many ways there is. And the same with you, and the same with you and you and you and you, whoever's watching this video, and we know it's the truth. There's a bunch of ways to do it, but at the same time, whatever happens is going to happen. All at the same time. I feel like a lot of our lives is already written out, and things are going to come through how they're going to come through, if that makes sense. But a lot of people, bro, a lot of people have to wake up. If you don't start to live correctly, you're never going to live at all. I'm never going to be that person, bro. I'm never going to be that person that looks back and it's like, damn, man. Should have done that. Should have hit her up. I'll put my balls right on the line, bro. Those big old balls, I'll put them right on the line. And that's how you have to do it, man. You literally have to do it. Yeah, you got to live and die by the sword. To know we're going to be dead someday, like that thought alone, I don't understand how people can just be so trigger shy. Like you just can't pull the trigger, bro. We're going to be dead. We're going to die someday. So here's some inspiration in this video to get you guys to understand that life is about maximizing it, bro. It's not about just sitting at this roadblock. And it's like, why is nothing changing? Why is nothing happening? It's up to you to make shit happen. It's up to you to send that text, to send that email, to reach out, to start that business, to start a YouTube channel. Whatever you want to do. Whatever it is that you want to do. To start taking ice baths. To start supplementing. It's up to you. It's up to you to make the change. Nobody else is going to do it. Nobody else is going to reach out to that girl. And ladies, if some guy reaches out to you, no one else is going to send him a text for you. You have to respond. You don't have to, but if it's probably a good situation, it's pretty ideal, you might want to respond. Even if you're scared. Even if you're terrified. Oh my God. Women think the worst case scenarios, bro. The worst case scenarios, and it doesn't have to be that way. You live one time. One text back. One text sent. Could completely and utterly change your life. One business proposal. One business plan. One move could change your whole life. So it's about taking action, bro. It's about taking action. There's far too many people, quote unquote, alive, but not living. This is what we have to get better at as a society. I was always pretty damn good at this stuff, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. A lot of people have these stories. It's like, oh my God, I was skinny. I was broke. I was insecure. I couldn't talk to a girl. I never had an experience with a girl. That was not me. Ever. And I'm not trying to shit on nobody, but that was never me. I always had girls to an extent. I was always a ripped guy. And I'm not trying to sound cocky, but it's just the truth, bro. I was never that guy. I had tough experiences. I was head over heels in love with girls before. Got my heart broken for sure, but it's like, I was always him. I was always that guy. Things got tough, real tough at times, but we have to learn how to do better. We, like, regardless of what situation you're going through, whatever's happening, we have to learn how to move in life to maximize life. Because you can be him like I was and have everything taken from you just like this. Self-esteem to an extent stripped. Your heads are in the clouds. It's like, what is going on? Like, this is not life. Because that was the story of my life. I always had it going, bro, at a young age, up to like my later teens. Like, I had it going, bro. Like, I was him until I wasn't, and it's like, boom, shit happened, and it swept me right off my feet. And it's like a rebuilding phase. It's a rebuilding stage. And you had to kick down those roadblocks, bro, and everything happens for a reason, because, you know, a lot of the people that have it, they peak in high school, they peak at those times, and they end up losing everything. They end up becoming nothing. Because they experience the best then, and they start to get lazy after that. I believe things happened for me and not to me. Because it woke me up. And that's what I needed. You know what I didn't need? To have a child with the wrong girl. To be in a relationship and possibly get married with the wrong girl and have all these issues. Not be on my purpose. Not being here today. So things happen for a reason. And it's up to us to capitalize. It's up to us to understand how the world works. And how to really take the right actions in life to make it the best we possibly can. Maximizing. Which is going to involve money to an extent. Relationships to an extent. Friends and your clique and your group to an extent. It's going to involve so many different things. Traveling to an extent, just seeing different places in the world, maximizing, meeting the best possible people you can meet, and just things of that nature. There's a whole lot of things, I can't even name them all, but there's a whole lot of things that we can maximize in life. It's not about staying still. It's about making progress. It's about moving forward. It's about breaking down the barriers. It's about feeling fear but doing it anyways. It's about not feeling your best but doing it anyways. Like, I don't feel my best right now doing this video because I ate a lot of food and I had a nap for an hour, and here I am. I can barely even hold my breath because the food's just like coming up out of my esophagus. Just waking up like off of, I'm like sweating, having a nap, but here we are. And yeah, it's not about feeling perfect for every single scenario in your life. It's about making the situation as perfect as you possibly can with how you currently are. And that's the last thing I'll end this video on. So guys, just remember, we only live one time. We only live one damn time in life, man. One time. Make it count.